There was a point in my life, or actually, there were several points in my life where I truly questioned my overall meaning being on this planet. I'm now at a pretty good place mentally, which I know it can change back pretty quickly for someone who struggled their whole life like me. But for me, it was the only chance to change my life for good, or otherwise, I don't want to be here any longer. So, what are my learnings? I had to learn that only I can help myself. No one else can, not even a therapist. For sure, therapists can support you along your way, but you have to do the work by yourself. You can live two ways. You can live a life where you always feel sorry for yourself and drown yourself in self-pity, and make all the people around you responsible for your situation and your well-being. Or you can live a life where you start to stand up for yourself and your needs in order to create a better life, or even your dream life. To my story. For me, my choice of living a life I desire started with quitting my job, which was a pretty big deal for me. But I knew this is the only way out of a life that was consuming every part of me. I spoke to my boss a year before I quit to tell him how I felt and that I need help in order to be able to stay working there. And he told me that he would help me, but unfortunately he was too consumed by his own problems, and therefore he had no energy to give me the help that I needed. So I took the step for the very first time in my life. What happened after? First, I was pretty happy and felt so relieved. But after a while, all the demons from my past started to reach after me, and I realized I have to deal with it in order to become happier. Quitting my job was not the thing that truly made me happy, but it was the first step of my personal healing story. I started to take some actions. So I started seeing a therapist again, but this time with the intention to really take action for my greater good. And I encourage you to find a therapist that really works for you. On another note, I made a list of things I would love to do and slowly work my way through the individual actions. For example, getting a tattoo, paint on canvas, eat out in public alone, host an art night, buy a plant, go on a walk at a new place all by yourself. And every time I accomplished a task, it left me feel powerful for stepping into my own power. I was open to accept my past and accept that my past formed my present self. I now understand why I act like I do in certain situations, and this helped me so much to meet myself with love. I allowed myself to feel all the feelings, all the pain, the rejection, the self-hate, the longing for death, and the cruelty that happened to me. And let me tell you, with accepting all those feelings, I have found so much peace within me. So let me repeat. Start taking action toward a life you would love to live. The power is in the small things, like cooking a delicious meal just for yourself, or take a moment to sit in the sun in silence. There will be days, weeks, or even months where it feels like everything is falling apart, where you will be crying and want to give up, but I promise you, it will be so worth it if you keep going. I beg you to give yourself time to step away from the things that doesn't serve you and just take it day by day. You got this. Sending you all my love.